What's up, everybody? Welcome to the episode of Man U. You know, we got Shoot with Scoop, aka Scoop.
It's your boy, Jordan Jackson. Got to figure out an Instagram name. Got another kid on the way. Got to change it. Give me your suggestions. Pass your suggestions. I need a new one.
Trying to be Fit Dad. Fit Dad 1, 2. I don't know. Okay, maybe not Fit Dad. All right, Young Chef A. Trying to get that in there. Trying to keep you guys in on the food reel and obviously the anime. Got to get you here with my boy David. You know, we're doing it.
We trying. David Dior, your favorite Blasian and stepdaddy of the decade.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So today we wanted to come to you guys with an episode. NFL season's rolling upon us. We've been missing football for a while. We still got plenty of time for football, but we just wanted to talk through some things. Like if we had the ability to be an NFL franchise owner or a GM and things like that, what would you do to improve the play of a team? So first question is, if you could be the GM of any team in the NFL, what team would it be and why? And we're going to let you start this one off, Jordan.
I was hoping to go last. Yeah, I'm going to keep it vanilla, man. I'm going to go with any Arizona team. That's the hometown team, and they've all been trash for decades, so I think maybe I might be able to do a little bit better than what they've been doing. It was a tough year for the Suns. That's not how we wanted to go out. It's about to be a tough start for the Cardinals. It's not how we want to start. So I'm just kind of in limbo, man. So, yeah, any Arizona teams for me, and that's why we can move on.
All right, Dior.
Oh, so we doing the NFL or just GM?
Any team. We'll go any team.
I'm taking over for the Sacramento Kings. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring them to Vegas because we see what happens when a lot of when a lot of these, when a lot of these teams come to Vegas, they start flourishing. I mean, minus some of the little flaws, but they come out here and they start balling. So the Kings, they got a lot of young talent, and that young talent will be good in Vegas. So I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, petite. Sacramento Kings is gonna be Las Vegas Kings coming soon.
With the new owner of LeBron, new GM David Dior.
There we go. Sign me up. Hashtag sign me up.
With it. All right, Chef A, holla at us.
All right, I'm gonna bring a little bit different approach. I absolutely despise this team. I hate this team, but if I could take it over as the GM, I would love to. The Dallas Cowboys.
I like it.
Wow.
Now, I got a few different reasons. Jerry Jones, extremely lenient with how he holds the positions. He lets people hold positions for 5-6 years at a time before saying, hey, you failed, get out. I really like that. I feel like leadership starts from the top, works its way down. So give me the Cowboys. That way, when I screw up year one and I fire everybody, I got a little bit of time to rebound and I can make this a Madden franchise.
Oh, man, that's good. For me, I would have to say the Cleveland Browns.
No, you don't want any part of that.
No. The reason I want to smoke with the Cleveland Browns is because I feel like their biggest problem isn't the players they draft. It isn't, the players they have every year. It's who's running the show. I mean, just look at the debacle they have now. We won't get into it too deep, but like you don't get rid of the quarterback you selected at number one. You bring in another dude who you don't even know if he's going to play or not, and then you tell him we're going to guarantee $230 million. That's not the player's issue. That's not the coach's issue. That is the GM himself. Like, why would you make a move like that? And so, ownership and GM of the Cleveland Browns, I would have to say I would take over, and I think with the players they have right now, I feel like I could turn that into a contending team. Yes, Chef A.
I like it.
Can you do it in 1 year? Because they fire GMs every year.
Oh yeah. If
you only got 1 year, make it happen.
If they gave me the Cleveland Browns today, I could turn that team into a AFC championship contending team. I won't say Super Bowl, but I would say AFC championship contending.
100%. I back that, and I'll be right there on the sideline assistant Scoop.
I
Like,
know plenty of guys that thought that same thing, Scoop, and they were like, yes, I got hired. Cleveland Browns, I'm going to turn this franchise around. 1 year later, hey, you're fired because we went 5 and God knows what else.
I mean, but you got to look at the roster they have right now on paper. Defensively, on the edge rushers, you have Garrett and Clowney. Corner, you got Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams. Safeties, Grant Delpit, and then I forgot the other dude. And then linebackers, they got that Owansu Kuinar dude from Notre Dame, who he's becoming really good. And then even offensively, like their offensive line, Wyatt Teller and what's their tackle's name? The light-skinned black dude, I forgot his name, but they're legit offensive linemen. I mean, y'all already know where I come from. Like Kevin Stefanski believes this is 1997 and we could just run the ball and throw comeback routes the whole game. And this is 2022. You need to spread it out and throw it. But like, you got to look at it in the sense of the year they put 45 up on Pittsburgh, Nick Chubb got hurt in the game. So they had to change their game plan. They put up 45 points in a playoff game and won. But when Nick Chubb is healthy, it's feed Chubb all game. And it's like, yes, that's what he's there for, but you also got to spread them out because if you become predictive, and so I would get rid of Stefanski and get somebody who's going to come in and sling the rock around and actually because you guys know me, I'm a Baker fan, so let Baker be Baker and not try to be somebody else.
Okay, I feel it.
All right, let's go ahead and roll to question 2. This is one that I really like. In any sport outside of the usual, like, oh, this guy is the GOAT of basketball, this guy is the GOAT of football, who's the best player you've ever seen at any level, high school, all the way through pro, that the best player you can say, like, I watched this guy play and I was just in awe every time I watched him play? Dior, we're going to start off with you.
Damn, put me on the spot. But I'm ready for it. My best player that I've seen dominate many sports and is still doing it is going to be Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that guy, that's a cool one. I didn't even think about that.
Man,
I would have never gone that direction.
His wrestling, cool. 2-time All-American, like, bro, he did that. Of course, he was playing, with the Vikings in the NFL for a little bit. Switch it over to the WWE, and we know he's doing F5s on the trampoline at my house, Jordan. You remember?
Hell yeah.
And then
that was the coolest move, bro.
He went to the UFC, became a champion, and what, like, I think it was like a 17-month span, if that, and then went back to WWE. Like, that is probably the most freakishly insane athlete that I've watched develop and is still watching develop till today. So that's mine. Shout out to Brock.
That's a good one, man.
All right, Jordan, hit us with yours.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with he was a hero of mine. I was growing up. I'm going with Allen Iverson, man. He was the littlest dude, tiny dude, man. But just aside from that, the tattoos, the just coming from the gutter and just making it. Out of Virginia, rough story. Like, he got into some shit real young, and they was trying to like end him, and he came through, man. MVPs. He didn't get a ring. We were talking earlier if you would rather have rings or be, Hall of Famer, and I chose rings, but he's definitely one of those guys that's Hall of Famer, great, one of the greatest to ever do it. I still go back and play the Jada Kiss and Allen Iverson Reebok commercial. I still play that shit, bro. He brought the sleeves to the game. He brought the wide crossover to the game. He just did so much for the game and just sports in general. And then I'm just going to throw one more in real quick. Michael Vick, man. Damn, that was cool to watch Michael Vick play, bro. He was nasty with it. He was nasty. Sadly, so the reason why I picked Michael Vick, because we've been playing Madden a lot lately. I never played with Michael Vick in Madden. I've never done it yet. So
what?
When we get off this shit, I can play with him, right? I can go get him and play with him.
No,
he's not in the game.
If you have an ultimate team,
okay. See, I'm still learning that.
He's still a cheat code, but just go ahead and play with Lamar. He's same thing.
Same thing. Okay, but yeah, those be my two, man. I get you two.
All right, Chef A, holla at us.
I have two, and it's because I'm so torn, and they're both football people. I'm gonna say T.O.
Okay.
And I say T.O. because he got so much adversity. No matter what he was doing, he was like, oh, he's not gonna do good there. Oh, he's not gonna do good here. Oh, he's not gonna do good here. Every team he went to, he took them to the playoffs, except for the Bills. But that was
late.
He played one season. They were terrible for him. They only threw him the ball one time. But I gotta say T.O. because you look at him even today. He's doing that fan-controlled football league, and he's still just
still killing it, bro.
He's showing young cats exactly how to play the game still today. He's buffer, stronger, more physical. Dude is like 48 years old. Chill down.
Right.
Relax.
Who daddy is this out here, Paul?
I'm 32 and I get hurt just trying to go down the stairs. Relax. But my honorable mention, and this is the one that I was really torn on, is primetime. I mean, Dion, he went to baseball, did his thing in baseball. He did his thing in multiple locations for football, played God knows how many positions on the football field. And you watch any game he had, especially those Jerry Rice games, phenomenal, just amazing to watch. Pure perfection or wanting to be perfect out there. That's something different for me.
All right.
I love those.
For me, I was torn. I had a basketball player and then I had a football unit, and I was just like, dang, bro, like that unit never gets the respect that like the Ravens got or like the Seahawks got, but they were legit. And that's I'm gonna have to go with the 04 to 13 Steelers defense with Polamalu and James Harris. Like them dudes were like, I would have to say James Harrison overall in that, because like he was an undersized linebacker that they were like, oh, he won't really pan out when he first came in the league. And then he ended up probably being the biggest game wrecker there was on that defense. But him and Troy Polamalu, like they led that defense to like the best behind Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I would say that's the best linebacker safety duo that has ever played the game, where either one of them could wreck the game just because. And then in basketball, Tracy McGrady was another one.
Man. Hold on.
I feel,
keep going.
I feel like he never gets the credit for how good he actually was because his injuries. But like I remember watching him play for the Raptors. I definitely remember the Orlando Tracy McGrady. Yeah. And like I just remember dude being able to go off for like 30, 40 points at the drop of a dime, like, and they triple teaming him and he's still getting the shots up. Like he had that game when he played for the Rockets where he scored like 13 in 30 seconds. And I'm like, dude, how does people forget Tracy McGrady was this good? But he don't have no rings.
No rings. See, so we're gonna say that for a whole nother pod, bro, because there's a lot that we could talk about. Yeah. For sure. And I'm kind of torn, dog, on that. But man, McGrady is the man. You ever played McGrady in 2K?
Yep. 2K6, 2K7.
From anywhere.
Anywhere.
He was Curry before. He was Curry in the video games back then.
Yeah. All right. Question number 3. What NFL team are you most excited to watch? And Jeff, let's start off with you.
I'm gonna go weird on this one. I'm really excited to watch the Seahawks. I want to see what they're gonna do. There's so many question marks, and it's not like these guys that went there like Drew Lock. It's not like he hasn't played an NFL game, but there's a looming question mark. There's a ton of potential, a ton of explosiveness, especially keeping DK there. They have an okay-ish offensive line that they're trying to build through free agency in the draft. I'm just really excited to see what can they do. Where do they go in a division with the Cardinals who got better, the Rams who got better? That's different. I want to see how that works out with the Seahawks.
All right. Dior.
Jets, Jets, Jets.
What?
That's I mean, we already know what they did. They went picked out tremendous amount of talent.
They did.
Offense and defense, and I want to see them explode. That's my underdog team of the year, by the way, before everybody starts bandwagoning on shit. I'm going with the Jets. And before I even elaborate, I'm kind of going to go off what Scoot said earlier. If the Jets do not succeed as highly as like I anticipate or as we anticipate them, I'm going to blame the staff. They got to start cleaning out some of that staff. They should have started cleaning out some of that staff, but I think the Jets are going to be above 500 this year, and they're going to be the sleeper team that I'm going to be watching probably every one of their games.
Man, right. we was on the Jets. All of us was on the Jets last year. I'm not doing it again.
I'm not falling for that trap again.
We was like Dewey Wilson and Elijah Moore and all that. Man, I'm not. We not doing that.
You can't even say that, Jordan. I drafted all of them in our dynasty league.
I was trying to. Yeah, you beat me to it because you was sniping me all draft.
You're welcome. I saved you.
For me, I don't want to say one team, but one guy is the reason why I want to watch this whole division, and he comes from Seattle. So I'm gonna pick the whole AFC West. That's just gonna be prime time, man. Those 4 teams, dude. And then I'm so excited for Chandler Jones to be in Vegas. I'm like, oh my goodness, dude. So you got the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Broncos. I think it's going to be amazing football. So I'm just going to go with the whole AFC West, and I'm going to thank Russ for that, because if Russ didn't want to did that, they want to put the pressure on the other 3 teams to go and make some crazy moves. You got Devontae Adams in town. Man, AFC West is going to be crazy. So, and that's all we're going to pretty much watch. It's going to be on all the primetime stuff. I mean, we all the Monday night games, Saturday night games, Thursday games is going to be AFC West. At least one team or 2 is going. So I'm excited to watch AFC West, man.
All right, man. For me, honorable mention, but this ain't my number one. Honorable mention goes to the Bills. I think this is their year. Like, it has to be. It just has to be. Like, they've come close too many other times. Like, come on now. But another team built like the Browns, where they always on paper have a really good team, but they just never figure it out. I gotta say, I gotta watch the Chargers, especially after the defensive moves they made. They got, they got Khalil Mack, they got J.C. Jackson to go along with Asante Samuel Jr. and Derwin James. Like, so you got Joey Bosa. You got a unit on defense. Offensively, we've already known who they were. They've been pretty good. Justin Herbert showed last year he can lead a team. So I gotta see them play this. Like, I gotta watch them play this year. And they remind me a lot of the Bills. Going into our next question, I'll start it off. Way too early Super Bowl prediction. For me, I think I have it as Chargers versus Bills for the AFC Championship, and whoever wins that wins the Super Bowl. So you're way too early Super Bowl predictions. Who's going to win it all?
Okay. I'll go next, because we was talking about the AFC West, and my early Super Bowl matchup prediction, Gabe's going to hate me, and I'm going with the Denver Broncos, Arizona Cardinals. That's the Super Bowl. The Cardinals going to win it, and Russ will get MVP. But, hey, Russ will have season MVP, but Cardinals win the Super Bowl, man. I'm very Homer this season. After this episode, I'm staying home team.
All right, Chef A.
All right, on AFC, I said it last year, so I just really want them to go. I really want the Raiders to make it. That I feel like they filled up the holes that they had on the roster. So I'm gonna say Raiders. When we start looking at NFC, I really don't think my Panthers stand a chance. I'm gonna go with Cardinals just because I would like to see it. I'm not sure if I completely believe, but they're not getting all that hype that they were getting last year. So I think they come out of there and maybe do some damage.
I think that
I got Jordan so hype he left the damn room.
I think the thing that'll save the Cardinals this year is they're not gonna have a hot start. The last 2 seasons they've started 8-0, and then 7-1, and then they just fizzled out. They won't have a hot start this season because the injuries and suspensions. So now they got to get hot at the end of the season. So, I can see the Cardinals making some moves.
And they don't have a split running back situation anymore. We know who the running back is. We really know the receiving core. They brought in some pieces. Hollywood Brown is there connecting. He's got history with Kyler. Their defense, they're all healthy this year, which is something unique for the Cardinals. So because they're not getting the hype, I don't think they'll get that same hot start. They're going to be missing D-Hop, so I think they'll gel at the right time coming into playoffs. My hope, Raiders Cardinals. I think that'd be a pretty cool matchup, and Jordan better host the Super Bowl party. Just saying.
Right. All right, Dior.
I love you. Hold on, Scoot. I love you guys so much for all this Cardinal love, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
Arizona.
Where's Super Bowl been at last 3 years?
The winning team.
Let's go. Don't hype this man up, y'all.
Jordan, just don't talk no shit because we know it always comes back on you. It backfires bad.
Yeah, man. I'm not good at that stuff at all.
All right, Dior.
All right. So of course I want the Titans to win the Super Bowl, but that probably won't happen this year. It's coming though. But my predictions are going to be I'm gonna go with the Chargers versus the Eagles. But the Chargers actually no, I'm going with the Eagles. Eagles is sleeping, getting slept on right now.
I'm with you, David. I'm with you.
It's because of AJ Brown, right? All because of AJ Brown, the former Titan.
Brown. Oh, I can give two shits about AJ Brown. We ain't talking about the Brown names right now, but nah, like I've been watching, their OTAs and just their workouts. They look like on camera, we'll say they look like they're getting it together, and I mean they've kind of been a team towards like the later end of the season, get it together. So I think they're going to make a push towards the Super Bowl, and they'll be playing against the Chargers. And if they do play, mark my words, it's going to be the Eagles.
So it's safe to say we all agree that a potential champions come out of AFC West.
Oh yeah.
If it's the Chargers, the Raiders, the Broncos,
unless it's the Bills. Unless it's the Bills.
Out of the
if not the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills. And then who has Hard Knocks this year?
Shit, I totally forgot, honestly.
They showed it the other day.
Let's go, baby.
Jeff, you on Google, I seen the light come up.
We got it. We got Hard Knocks, man.
Jeff be with the quick Googles.
Yeah, he do. We got Hard Knocks, man. I don't know if we're starting it off or we got the second half, but I know we got Hard Knocks this year.
Y'all don't want to know this. It's Arizona.
To start off or the mid-season one?
I need to cancel my pick. I'm sorry. Hard Knocks ruins teams. I'm sorry.
They got the Madden curse.
Exactly. Hard Knocks is a curse. I don't want it.
Well, does it say if we're starting off the season with Hard Knocks, or are we the midway? Because they do the halfway seat point now.
I think you guys started off. Debut August 9th.
Because the Colts got it the second half and they started balling.
Yeah, but look how they ended. They threw away a playoff everything.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Carson Wentz is horrible.
Hey, that means
they had it, bro.
It's true. That means you guys won't get off to a hot start. You guys are on Hard Knocks early. You'll gel at the right time, midway through the season.
I like it.
We'll go with that. Oh man. All right. Last question, and then we'll wrap up this episode. What rookie are you most excited to see play? I'll start this one off. And for me, I was talking about this guy back at the beginning of the season for college football. I love this dude's game. He comes from running back university. He reminds me a lot of Nick Chubb, but he has Todd Gurley's quickness. And that's Zaire White. The Raiders drafted him, so he's in the hometown. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm definitely gonna be watching. But I felt like him and his cousin that played at Arizona State that got drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were two in college. You could just tell like they were two top tier running backs where I'm like, they're going to make an immediate impact when they hit the league. So I'm excited to see him play.
All right, who do you want to take this next?
Run with it, Jeff. Run with it.
Pickett. I want to see Pickett. I think the league made a mistake on that. You don't let that kid. They've been watching him for years. They aligned the coaching staff with Big Ben's former coach, going to his college, teaching him up. He knows the system. It's a team that doesn't let their quarterbacks fail. It's kind of like coaches. They don't switch coaches every year. They don't switch quarterbacks every year. They make something happen. They make it work. So Pickett, man, come on. He's got the weapons too.
Hey, but it's hilarious because Pickett has pick-ins who like the pick to pick.
I'm just scared of the offensive line, bro. That really scared me because I like Pickens too, and I would have took him with the 4th pick in our dynasty draft. But that O-line scares me, and it just scared me off of it. But I think everything else for Pickens is like perfect. You play for your hometown team, you playing for a great dynasty, you playing for a great coach. But we'll see, man. That division is tough on the defense end, man. We talked about the Browns already. If they can get it together, it's tough.
Big facts. Big facts. All right, Dior, holla at us, boy.
I was gonna go and pick it also, but like I said, I was a little bit shaky with Jordan said that old line. So I'm gonna revert back to, of course, I think who's still being a big underdog right now and who's gonna generally come out as a Titan starting quarterback, Mr. Malik Willis.
All right.
I don't even need to talk his game up. We've seen what he did. I think once he gets to the NFL fundamentals, he gets those developed, he's gonna start taking over. He's gonna be the Vic 2.0.
Nope. I said this before the draft, and I'll say it again. And we go look back on this in 5 years. He's Russell Wilson all over again. A dude who should have went in the first, round. They said he wasn't tall enough, didn't have the skill set, fell to the 3rd, had a quarterback in front of him who really wasn't that good, but people thought like this dude, he's decent, he's NFL caliber. I think Malik Willis might be the starting quarterback first game of the season.
Okay, I just worry.
I'm hugging you through the phone. I love it. I'll take it. We need it. I'm sorry, we need it.
I worry about one reason. We just saw this happen last year with the 49ers, the Trey Lance, Jimmy G situation. That scares me with that. As I sit there with Trey Lance on our dynasty team.
You're fine, Jeff. He'll start week 1.
Okay, well,
they're just waiting. Listen, they're just waiting for Jimmy because Jimmy got hurt. So they're just waiting for the recovery so they can shop him off. Teams got to wait and see. Trey Lance will start week 1. I promise you.
But see,
A-okay. Debo don't like that.
The thing
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt Debo, but it's gonna help him a little bit too.
The issue with Trey Lance is in his situation, Shanahan shot for the gusto when you already had a home run because your quarterback took you to the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, Jimmy G isn't one of those guys that's going to beat you to like, he's not going to make that perfect throw, but you had a quarterback that led your team to the Super Bowl. And then you gave up all these picks to draft a guy that came from NIAA Division II school.
That's because he's going to start. They have to. They invested.
They have to. Yeah, like because he looked like Patrick Mahomes, and you thought like, man, this could be Mahomes 2.0 because he looks like him and he has a big arm. Hey. But you didn't have like the Trey Lance situation is almost equivalent to the Browns with Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield. Like you had a guy there, and you gave up all this and invested into somebody else who hadn't proven themselves for you yet, and it's just like. Like I think like Trey Lance has to start because Kyle Shanahan has to start him or lose your job. Like, how do you go back to John Lynch and say, well, but
the thing, Lance is gonna be just fine, man. Damn near the whole NFL is disciple of Shanahan at this point. So he good. He ain't going nowhere. I trust Lance in his hands, and I honestly think the only reason why Jimmy G is not gone is because of the injury. And I think Lance he might be nice, bro. He might be your Russell Wilson. He could be. Hey, if you don't want him, Jeff, we can work a deal, bro. You want Joey B?
Let me watch a few different preseason games here. We're gonna watch some preseason and we'll go from there.
Okay. I think I still got to give my rookie, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm giving y'all the rookie of the year. This is rookie of the year. Stamp it right now. Sky Moore. Sky Moore, receiver with the Chiefs for Patrick Mahomes. Let's look at the receiving room real quick. Juju Smith-Schuster, we ain't worried about him. Justin Ross is nice, rookie, coming off that ACL injury. Corey Coleman, ain't worried about him. Miko Hardman, always been just a guy. Josh Gordon, I don't even know why he even still on the roster. And then everybody else is a bunch of, Marcus Valdez-Scantling, he might be his only competition. So I think Sky Moore has the opportunity with a quarterback like that to actually come in and not draw a lot of attention and get hella targets and eat it up and become rookie of the year. So I'm excited to watch Sky Moore.
All right. I dig it. All right. That's all 5 questions for this one, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Be on the lookout for episodes. Hey, and remember, Man U is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Peace out.